Thank you. Oh. All right. How many of you have seen me play before? Nice. Nice. How many people, this is your first time ever seeing me play? Oh, cool, cool. Nice. Yeah, who would say it's your last time seeing me play? I'm just kidding.
Oh, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I did say you could heckle a little bit, so yeah. You guys aren't allowed to heckle just a tiny bit. I'm gonna play you a song that was inspired by my travels. I've gotten to play in so many crazy places, I think 28 or 29 countries. I've been reflecting a lot on my career because last year marked me doing this full-time for 20 years. So 21 years this year. It's crazy to me, you guys. It's amazing. It's been such a journey, and the people I've gotten to meet, and the places I've gotten to play, and all the stories, and weird foods, just like everything, you know. I got detained in China once, you know. It was just like weird stories that just make for a really rich memories looking back, and I'm so grateful for all that. And but I remember like each country would have like some different like musical influences and stuff like that. And I remember in Ireland, that's a very musical country, and my wife and I remember we would go into this like various pubs in Dublin, and there'd always be this amazing Irish quartet playing in the corner, and I remember even asking this one, like, they were so good, they felt like they've been playing together for years and years, and I was like, what's the name of your group? Like, how can I find your music? And they were like, we don't even have a name, we're just friends that get together every Sunday or whatever, like, and I just love that, like, just for that passion of it. And so I need those little reminders sometimes, you know, like, to do this for that passion. So I have little reminder songs that try to keep me going like that. But do you guys like Irish music at all?
Yeah.
So good. Well, I'm gonna play you a song that was by one of my favorite Irish quartets that I discovered. They're called U2. Okay, not a traditional Irish quartet. Hey, but there are 4 of them in the band, and they are from Ireland, so I'm calling it good. It's Where the Streets Have No Name. What a great song. Joshua Tree, I believe it was 1987. Oh man, I was a little kid in the late 80s, and my best friend Skip, we were in Austin, Minnesota, that's where I was born, and we would go over to Grandma Nada's house. My grandma Nada was really cool because she had cable TV. Like, we couldn't afford it. We were kind of poor. But Grandma Nada, for some reason, could afford cable TV, which meant she had MTV. MTV played music videos back then, and like us young kids would wait around for our favorite music videos to come on, and we always loved it when anything from U2's Joshua Tree would come on, especially Where the Streets Have No Name. So I always wanted to try to capture the energy of that song on one acoustic guitar, and this is what came out of it. And I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to try to work in a little bit of one of my favorite British quartets, Pink Floyd. I'm going to try to work a little bit of Pink Floyd in the middle, a little medley of 2 songs, okay? And then I'm going to end back with Where the Streets Have No Name by U2. And if it goes well, this should sound really cool. So I'm going to use something called stereo delay. And what stereo delay means is everything coming out of that speaker is going to be different than those speakers over there. Let me show you here. So this should be mainly your side of the room, I believe. Okay. And you're going to get like a echo, it's called a quarter note delay, and it's going to echo at that tempo. Okay. And now over here, you're going to get more of a little bit faster echo. It's called a dotted eighth note delay. And again, here's this side. Okay. Here's your side. Okay? Now here's where the cool thing happens. I saw you kind of tapping it out. So they're going to kind of come together and do a little math equation and create a very cool pattern similar to how he was tapping his legs. So it sounds like this. Kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. Kind of bouncing around. And it sounds really nice in this room the way way that Shaq has it set up. So let me try this. After this song, I'm going to take a family photo of everyone. It's something I do at a lot of my shows, and so don't let me forget. It's this cool thing. I take this photo, I go home, I print it out, I frame it real big like the ones behind you there. I put it in my bedroom, so every morning I can wake up and look at you. And just really, it's special. For me, it's really special. My wife thinks it's creepy. So don't let me forget to do that. And then we'll take then I'll start up again. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, okay. So let's try this out, friends. Here's Where the Streets Have No Name with a little Pink Floyd in there. It goes like this. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that was fun. Okay, let's do the photo. Yes. Okay. You're crying? I made you cry? Oh. That's always my goal at my shows, that people just walk away crying. But that's awesome. Thank you. Okay, nice. Yeah, why don't you dim that light on me as much as you can. And there's kind of like an empty spot right there. You guys, I mean, you can stay there, or if some of you want to like squeeze in a little bit, that'd be cool. Nice. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. Cool. Nice. Shaq, is that dim? Can you dim that one on me a little more? Or? Yeah. Nice. Yep, that's good. Okay. Stand up here. Are you guys ready? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Throw your hands up, like go crazy, like you're having the wildest time of your life, and then hold perfectly still. And then I'm gonna scan like this. You just keep holding it. Like don't move until I'm all the way done. Just keep holding. Okay, ready? Let me see here.
Here we go.
Center it and okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, it's crazy! Go! Oh man, this is what. Keep holding. Yes. Oh, this is crazy. Craziest time ever. Yeah, got it. Nice. Thank you so much. You guys want to see it here? Okay. Here. Can you see it back there? Yeah, I'll text it to you. No. So here's what I'm doing for this tour. Sometimes I post them per show. What I'm doing for this tour, it's 4 shows. It was Chicago, Ann Arbor last night, here tonight, that's where I am tonight, and Columbus tomorrow night. And so I'm gonna post, after the Columbus show tomorrow night, I'm going to post all 4 as a collage. So look for Trace Bundy on Instagram, or Facebook, or MySpace. You have MySpace? You ever heard of that one? No. I don't know if I do either. I never closed my MySpace account down. But so yeah, no, look for it on Instagram and Facebook tomorrow night. Just like stay up late tomorrow night in anticipation for the photo now. Thanks guys, that was fun. Ooh, Pocketbelt Canon. Oh, that'd be a good one. You like that one? Okay. Will you cry for me if I play it? Really? Probably? Okay, cool. Nice. That's a good one. Let me do this first. I'm gonna play a song that is my kids' favorite. They like this one, and it's called Overtime. This is from Elephant King. And this song uses a nice, thick delay echo effect. It sounds like this. So kind of picture that melody, and or that tempo rather. And that tempo is going to be locked into time. And whenever you have an echo going, it tries to make you play at the same speed as the echo. It makes sense. And so if you have an echo going, hold on, like this, it tries to make you play the same speed. But if you start playing at a different speed than what the echo is doing, weird stuff starts happening. Usually bad weird, but sometimes good weird. And so there's different spots, different tempos you could play that would actually work with that echo that I was just playing. And so if I play at the exact same speed, right, that's fine. I could play double the speed and it'd be like this. But what I'm going to do for this whole song is play in between those 2 speeds. So it'd be 1.5 times the speed of the echo. And if I can find that spot, it makes a pretty cool pattern. It sounds like this. play the whole song. This is Overtime from Elephant King. Hope you enjoy. It goes like this. That was fun. Thanks, everyone. So, about 21 years ago, 22 years ago, my first album came out called Adapt. And it was the very first one that started everything, except for 2 albums that I put out before Adapt. But I don't really consider those real albums. They're pretty bad. They're terrible sounding. And I actually have one of them for sale tonight, so you can talk to Brian. It's a Christmas album, has about 9 mediocre Christmas songs on it called O Night Divine. It's $10. Talk to Brian, you can pick one up, bring it home. Don't listen to it, but you could give it away, use it as a frisbee, something like that. So $10, check it out tonight. Let me know, because they'll probably go fast. So if you want one, you can talk to Brian right away. But then I'm not playing anything on Oh Night Divine tonight, but Adapt. There's a song in there that I used to play like 20 years ago, 18 years ago. I think I kind of stopped playing it, and because I just kind of rotate through songs, and then I kind of bring them back, and I cycle through them at different tours. But this one I never brought back. I don't know why. I think I forgot how to play it, and so I thought for the kind of 20-year release of the vinyl of Adapt. So I'm a big record collector. I geek out on records, on vinyl, and I slowly. It took me a while, but I slowly started putting out my albums on vinyl. Yep, you got them right there. Yeah. And so I put out Elephant King first, and that one has this really cool pop-out gatefold thing with the see-through green vinyl. And then I put out Missile Bell a couple years later, which is this double-disc blue swirled vinyl. And then finally, at the end of last year, I put out Adapt on vinyl for the first time in 20 years. So that was really cool, and it's this cool. This current variant is like a see-through tangerine orange with some red smoke in it, and there's some little like throwback pictures and stuff in the middle, so it sounds really great too. So if you're the vinyl collecting type, I brought, hopefully enough, I brought some on this tour, so check them out. Actually shipped a box of them to my hotel, and they fortunately arrived on time, so that was good. So I want to play you this song that I had to relearn, and I think I kind of got it down. It's the title track, Adapt. So I don't know why I stopped playing Adapt. Nothing against it, I like it. It just kind of forgot how to play it. So I'm going to use this little 3-string capo here, which is kind of my favorite of the partial capos these days. And yeah, let's try this out. Hope I can kind of play it well for you. I got this, right? Thank you. Thank you. Here's Adapt, everyone. All right, see? Just fiddling with it. Okay, here we go. Thanks, everyone. All right. It's fun. It's fun to relearn that one. Oh, man. Well, I want to get to your request, but I want to play you some 80s music here. Devo? Did you say Devo? Oh, you could. I'm gonna play you something even more. Devo had a few hits, didn't they? I'm gonna play you just like a one-hit wonder 80s song. So many good one-hit wonders came from the 80s. And I love a good one-hit wonder. I love it when someone writes a song and they become famous for that song, or at least the song becomes famous. People don't always know who the artist is who writes the song, but the song becomes famous. And I love that. And it's like there's so many in the 80s. Do you remember, I think one of my favorites is Tainted Love. And like, great song, but who even wrote that?
Soft Cell.
Yeah, see, no one knows. No one knows. The whole room. Soft Cell. But this one though, surely you're not gonna know this one. Come On Eileen.
Dexy's Midnight Runners. Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah, see, still no one knows. You guys are good. I heard this one on the radio. The one that's like, I wear my sunglasses at night. Who was that?
Corey Hart.
Yeah, Corey Hart, nice. Man. Okay, the one, Hey Mickey.
Tony Basil.
Okay, who says it's Tony Basil? Who says it's Tony Basil? Okay, let's come together on that one, okay? It's okay, we don't have to fight over that one, everyone. Okay, there was one with a little bit of German. It was like 99 Luftballons or something. Who was that?
Nina.
Nina. Wow. You guys are good. Well, those are all great 80s one-hit wonders. I'm not going to play any of those. Jenny 8675309. That's one of the classics, right?
Tommy Two-Tone.
Tommy Two-Tone. Oh, that's awesome. Who's you? It's you, yeah, you know these. That's good. That's awesome. You know your music. That's awesome. Well, the one though that started it all in the 80s of the 1600s, this guy came on the scene named Johann Pachelbel was his name. And Johann Pachelbel, he wrote some mediocre music that no one knew, and then one day he wrote a song that we know as Canon in D. And man, that song went viral, and every wedding in town he would end up playing, and he made so much money, you know, playing that song at weddings, I think. I don't know. It's my speculation. But I wrote this song, Canon, this arrangement of Canon, way back in the day on the Adapt album. And I hope it brings some tears to your eyes tonight. So, let's try it out, everyone. It's still a fun one for me to play. I love it. Here's Canon. That's all right. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks. That was fun. Thanks for requesting that one. I'm gonna play one that's pretty fun for me to play. These are all fun to play, but I don't know why this one that has some logistical fun challenges to it that I like. It's called Joy and Sorrow. And this one uses a couple different guitars for the song. I'll make sure it's in tune for you. So let me set these up here. Okay, that one's gonna go there. Use this capo. Okay, so this song is called Joy and Sorrow because each of these two guitars are going to represent these opposite emotions of joy and sorrow. This one here, the carbon fiber one, will be the sorrow side of the song. I'll be playing in the key of D minor. Which is known as the saddest of all the keys, according to the movie Spinal Tap. Look at how sad that was. That was very sad. Do you know? Have you guys seen that movie? Do you know what do they yell when they're lost backstage?
Hello, Cleveland.
Hello, Cleveland. That's right. So, hello, Cleveland. Yes. Turn this up to 11 here. Okay. And in this guitar, I'll be playing in the key of D major, which is a very joyful key. And I'll be going back and forth between these two as it's like a conversation of these opposite emotions. They're polar opposites, right? But there's so many times in life where they're not mutually exclusive. They happen at the same moment. They happen in the same situation. Having kids, there's often that mixture of emotions of joy and sorrow in certain situations. I said that at a show a few nights ago, and both my kids were there, and so I had to clarify that for them it's all joy. It's all joy. They're just perfect in every way. But to be totally honest, what I really think about when I play this song is I've lost a couple people close to me in the last few years, and I think I mentioned this last time I was here. Because a good friend of mine passed away a few years back, and he was at the show with me back in, I can't remember what year it was, but it was a few years ago, and he was here. He came along with my tour. He's this award-winning baker and runs this award-winning bakery and coffee shop in our town, and so he would introduce me to all the best bakeries and coffee shops wherever we would travel together, and then he would come to my shows. And anyway, dear friend, I miss him. There was so much sorrow when he passed. It was devastating to us all, and we gathered together in our little town, and like 700 people showed up for this memorial and celebration of life, and it was really special. And we played songs, and people read poems, and people told stories, and this was a guy who made us all laugh and made us all feel welcome. And in that celebrating of his life, there's this inherent joy, right, and celebration as we're telling these stories about him. And we found ourselves like laughing about the things that he said that made us laugh at this memorial. So it's under this umbrella of this deep, deep sorrow of losing him. And it's kind of a weird thing. Like it made me uncomfortable, but I used to not like when those two would mix together, and I thought like there's a time for sorrow and there's a time for joy, but let's not, keep them together. And I don't think that's true anymore. I think our hearts are so big, and they're big enough to hold this whole range of emotions at the same time. And so anyway, it's been helpful for me as I've been processing all that, but when I played the song, it's been healing as well. And so if you've, I don't know, if you've lost someone or someone you've been missing or something, and maybe as a room we we mourn that with that deep, deep sorrow, and we celebrate with that joy together. That's what I'm going to be thinking about. So let me play this for y'all. Here's Joy and Sorrow from Elephant King. Friends, this has been so fun. This has been so fun. I'm sad to say though, I just have one remaining song for you tonight. No, don't try to change my mind. This is gonna be set. It's all planned out. So this will be the final last song until the encore, and you can't do anything about it. This song is kind of, that I'm going to play, is a little bit ridiculous. I'm going to try to use as many capos as I can. This is an old song of mine from Missile Bell. Yes! And it's called, I affectionately call it Hot Capo Stew. And I think, is it on the menu tonight? A little pot of hot capo stew? I don't think it is, but it should be. I'm going to use, so capo is just a clamp, and it clamps down typically all 6 strings of the guitar, like this one right here. So I'm going to put that right here. But what I've done is I've customized the rest of these. I took this little silver one here, I cut the end off with a hacksaw, put it on diagonally here. I introduced you to this one already, cut that hole in it right there. Let's one string go through. So this one technically covers up the silver one for now, but later I will spend some extra time on the silver one, okay? The blue one here is a really cool, and I kind of engineered, if you put it over the top, it lets the low string and the high string go through, so it covers the middle 4. But if you flip it upside down, it'll cover the little back pad. I bent it in a way that it covers 3 strings, presses down 3 strings, okay? But wait, there's more. I got this little tiny one here that I'm going to stick right there, covers these 3 strings. And you put those all on there, and the whole guitar goes way out of tune because it presses them down so hard. So I'm going to tune it up for you, but the cool thing is I don't even know how I came up with this configuration of capos. But when you put them on just like this, it actually makes a pretty cool chord on its own. The chord is called E minor add 9. It sounds like this. Isn't that nice? It's a really pretty chord on its own. But I'm going to try this out. This is Hot Capo Stew. I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank Shaq up there running sound, making everything sound great in here. Oh my gosh. Shane, who's been bringing me here back this 2017, I think was the first time. And the reason I know that is I gave him this stool back in 2017, and he keeps it for me so that every time I play here, I have my perfect stool, and then I write a new date on there. So that's kind of fun. And Ashley, you're over there, yeah. I'm so glad you guys came here, and this venue has been so fun for me to play at. And ever since Shane took it over, and it's been so fun, and I love it. So thanks, you guys. And then all of you all, thanks for coming and cheering me on. And I know some of you have seen me play before, and that means the world to me. You know, in the age of AI, for you all to come out and support a real human playing music, that's so awesome. So thank you so much. Keep doing that. I already can't wait till the next show. I usually come once a year. I have a little email list, this like super retro, vintage way of keeping in touch. So if you were to write your email down on the list with the city and state where you live, maybe it's Ohio here, I'll send out emails only to that region and let you know when I'm coming back. So check that out if you get a chance. Playing in Columbus tomorrow night, if you know anyone there. That show's almost sold out. There's like maybe 6 seats left or 9 seats left, something like that. So spread the word if you want. Let's try this out, guys. And so there may be some flying capos. And one, I'm going to try to aim it right at you. So you got to try to catch it, okay? And don't steal it from me, but try to catch it. And I have insurance for this too, so if it impairs, sticks in you. I sharpened the end, so it'll try to hit your leg. Anyway, here we go. Let's try this out. Here's Hot Capo Stew.